It used to be a yearly tradition on this channel to shit on the website 1 Million Moms. What is 1 Million Moms? Well, let's get this out of the way first. There certainly aren't 1 million of them, but 1 Million Moms is a website created by the American Family Association, and much like the American Family Association, 1 Million Moms is vehemently homophobic, transphobic, and overall bigoted in general. This website calls for any piece of media that has LGBTQ plus representation, or promotes progressive values in general, or just plain offends them by, say, satirizing Christianity, or having a word like demon be in the title of a show, to be cancelled. When conservatives say it is only the left that engages in cancel culture, please point them to this website, because this website is a prime fucking example of conservatives being little snowflakes and calling for anything that offends them to be censored. Anyway, I was perusing through their site, looking for an article that would make good content, and one caught my eye immediately, because of whose name was featured in one of the article's titles. Thank you, Candace Bure, for taking a stand. Now, if you don't recognize the name Candace Bure, you may recognize the name DJ Tanner. Yes, she's the one who played the oldest sister in Full House, and that's probably all you know her for, because besides Full House, I think all she's ever done was shitty Hallmark movies. 1 Million Moms wants to take this opportunity to thank actress Candace Bure for taking a stand for traditional marriage, while also standing boldly for her Christian and conservative values. Currently, Bure is enduring persecution in Hollywood because of her stance, so 1 Million Moms would like her to know that we appreciate her faithfulness and encourage her to remain strong. Candace Bure is taking heat for telling the Wall Street Journal that she left Hallmark to work with Great American Family because this budding cable channel keeps Christianity, including, quote, traditional marriage, unquote, central in its family-oriented films. In Bure's interview, the mom of three also mentioned that she doesn't expect Great American Family to follow Hallmark's lead in featuring same-sex couples. Bure, known for her role as DJ Tanner on the television sitcom Full House, has starred in 30 Hallmark films, 10 of which were Christmas films. She announced last April that she was leaving Hallmark Media to develop, produce, and star in projects for a new, traditional family-oriented network. The new network is an upstart cable channel positioning itself as the God and country alternative for holiday entertainment. Great American Family is featuring 18 original Christmas movies this holiday season, as part of what it hopes to become an annual Great Christmas event. Later in the article, in contrast with Great American Family, Hallmark plans to release a 2022 Christmas movie featuring an LGBTQ romance. As far as the new network is concerned, Bure stated, "I think that Great American Family will keep traditional marriage at the core." After leadership changes at Hallmark Channel, Bure recently moved to this new network, Great American Family, to turn over a new leaf and be part of films with a more faith-centric focus. Hallmark is basically a completely different network than when I started because of the change of leadership. She later says, "My heart wants to tell stories that have more meaning and purpose and depth behind them," Bure added. "I knew that the people behind Great American Family were Christians that loved the Lord and wanted to promote faith programming and good family entertainment." In her comments, she reiterated, "I am a devoted Christian, which means that I believe every human being bears the image of God. Because of that, I am called to love all people, and I do. If you know me, you know that I'm a person who loves fiercely and indiscriminately. My heart yearns to build bridges and bring people one step closer to God, to love others well, and to simply be a reflection of God's huge love for all of us." Yeah, I call bullshit on that last quote. You say that you love indiscriminately, but you're on a channel that promotes family values, but only the family values that you approve of. Same thing when you say that God loves all of us. If you truly believed that, you wouldn't believe that there are certain families out there that don't bear the image of God or whatever the fuck. You would instead believe that any family, regardless if it may have two fathers, two mothers, a trans mom, a trans dad, NB parents, or parents, whatever, deserve equal representation. Because why else would you join a network that is divisive in nature? This network is like LGBTQ plus family members, something that exists in many families in real life. No, we don't want to show that. We'd rather shelter our viewers from that. Instead of calling this network Great American Family, Call it Safe Space TV instead, because that's exactly what the fuck this shit is. It is for conservatives who can't handle the fact that LGBTQ plus people exist, and may exist within their own family, and they need to fucking shelter themselves from it. They can't even consume media that even remotely paints these people in a positive light. That's why I'm so fucking sick of conservatives, always harping on about how the left needs their safe spaces, they're triggered little snowflakes. Meanwhile, they cheer shit like this on. A channel that fucking coddles them and says, don't worry, we'll shelter you from the people that you irrationally hate. Is it so fucking hard for these conservative parents to sit their children down and say, there are people out there who are attracted to the same gender as their own. There are men who like other men. There are women who like other women. Simple as that. I would think that wouldn't be hard for a child to grasp at all, and it's certainly not something inappropriate for a child to learn at all. It's not like you're sitting them down, explaining butt sex and scissoring to them. What if a child comes across a student that likes other boys, or a student that likes other girls? You can't shelter them at that point, because I hate to break it to you, but real life has quite a few LGBTQ plus people in it. You can't easily censor real life like you can with TV. I can't fucking stand parents like this because they're raising their children to be bigoted assholes as adults. Because the children of these people are being raised to think that these people are unnatural, these are people you should stay away from, and God forbid a child of people like these is gay themselves, or lesbian, or trans. Step the fuck up, be real parents, and teach your children that there are people out there who may be different from them, and those differences aren't unnatural, they're not bad in any way. Oh wait, but that goes against your traditional Christian values, I forgot. Your values that include you, on one hand, saying you love everybody and that God loves everybody, while on the other hand, saying that gay people, trans people are condemned to hell just based off of their sexual preferences or life choices that affect nobody. So Candace, take your family values and your supposed love for everybody indiscriminately and shove it straight up your fucking ass. If you really were a person who gave a shit about family values, you would think that every family, regardless if it may have one or more people who are not straight and or cis, are valid. And 1 million moms, if media depicting LGBTQ plus people in a positive light offends you that fucking much, how about you just fucking ignore said media? The world does not revolve around you, your fucking religion, and most certainly not your stupid fucking regressive values. Also, what's not mentioned in this 1 million moms article is the chief executive of Great American Family, which is Bill Abbott. You may remember that a few years ago, Hallmark refused to run an ad that featured a lesbian couple getting married. Bill Abbott was at Hallmark at the time, and you have him to thank for this controversy even happening in the first place. Bill Abbott was at Hallmark at the time, and you have him to thank for this controversy even happening in the first place. He left Hallmark for Great American Family shortly after this controversy happened, and while he says the controversy wasn't the reason he left Hallmark, he left like a month or two after it all transpired, so yeah, sure, I definitely believe you. So that just shows you the kind of people Candace likes to surround herself with. Very cool! She faced some backlash over this. I heard JoJo Siwa went on a whole rant against her for, you know, joining a network that excludes LGBTQ plus people from its programming, a group of people that includes JoJo herself. And I heard Jodie Sweetin, who played Stephanie in Full House, unfollowed Candace on Instagram following all of this, but I can't confirm or deny because I don't follow Jodie on Instagram, and I most certainly don't pay attention to who she follows or unfollows. But I will say this really reaffirms my belief that Stephanie is the best out of the three sisters in Full House, but anyway, this is slightly disheartening, but I've known for a while that Candace was conservative. I just didn't know what flavor of conservative she was. But now I know she's of the bigoted variety, which makes up like 99% of conservatives, so why am I that fucking surprised? Anyway, happy holidays to all of you, and fuck Candace, Cameron Bure, and 1 million moms. That's all I have to say. Bye-bye.